what's up? It's your girl Mimi Alexa, and I am back with another video. Welcome back. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I post a new video. I got this video idea from K Shine about her being in a riding around a stolen car or something like that. So I was like, oh my god, like I could tell my story time by the time I was in the story time. I mean a stolen car, y'all. But I didn't know it was stolen. Like I genuinely know that it was stolen. I don't know what's going on with that car. Okay, y'all, so without further ado, let's get into the video. I can't even remember the boy name. I can't remember what I called the boy in the story time, so I'm just gonna call him BD for baby daddy, because now, I mean, like, he's my child's father. One day my man called me, and by my man, I think I'm gonna call him, his name gonna be Rocky. So y'all, one day my man Rocky had hit me up, like as he always did, and he was like, what you doing today? And I was like, nothing, like I'm just chilling. So he was like, you need to go ahead and pull up on me. My BD, he thought that me and him was getting back together, because I guess that I let him, I had him thinking that we was getting back together, y'all. We was not getting back together. Like everything he had did to me, like y'all know, girls, like, or even men too, y'all know when in a relationship, like your body is physically there but your mind is going. That's how it was for a while now with me and my BD. So y'all, like, he would always try to make it right. So he would always be like, okay, let me get our son, like you go ahead and you get a little break, like you take my car. Cause y'all, he had got a car out of nowhere. It was more of an older car, and I'm asking him like, oh, you got insurance and stuff on this car? And he was like, yeah, like, I got insurance, like, I got all that, like this is my car. So I'm like, all right, like, okay, bet. So y'all, I'm sitting at home, I'm getting my son dressed and stuff, and making his little food, packing his little bag, his snacks and all that stuff. And now we're just waiting for his daddy to come pick him up, so he could jump out the car to me. Y'all, I know I was dead wrong for still using this man's car, having him thinking that we was getting back together. But y'all, I had to do what I had to do. Like, I had to go see my man. And y'all, at the time, my man, Rocky, he had a car. Like, he had just got him a car and everything. It was just like, and Rocky was honestly, he used to get mad when he'll be like, why you keep driving this man's car? Like, I got a car, I can come pick you up. Because around that time, y'all, I did not have no car. My car had got messed up probably like, as soon as my son was born, my car had got messed up. So he was like, why you keep driving that man's car and stuff like that? He didn't let me drive his car, y'all. Like, me and him almost stopped talking because of that. But I still drove it because, like, babe, you want me to come see you or not? My son dad finally come pick him up, y'all. And it's time for me to go. Like, he's trying to give me a hug and stuff. I'm like, okay, like, let's hurry this process up, because my man told me, like, I need to be here at a certain time. Because I told him I was going to get him, y'all. I mean, I told him that I was coming to him, because, like, you're not going to take your time to come and get me. Like, I'm on the way to you. So boom, he drive off, y'all. I go in that house. I just threw on like a hoodie, some sweats. I'm kind of looking buggy, like on the way to get on the way to him. But I really planned on getting dressed over there. No, I didn't plan on getting dressed over there, y'all. I planned on like going with him, because like me and he used to call me over there and stuff. So like so he would call me over there, and that's what I was gonna do. And I was gonna go head back home so I could fully get dressed, because he had wanted me to go to his friend dinner. So yes, he asked me earlier, he asked me to go to his friend dinner. So I'm on the way to his house, and I'm just singing my songs, you know, like getting ready to go see my man. And I stopped doing that now, but back then I did not drive with my seatbelt on. Like, it's something about my seatbelt on that makes me uncomfortable, or at least it's something about it that used to make me uncomfortable. So I look at the police officer, y'all, and he look at me. Y'all, the light was red. Y'all, why this man gave me a look like? So I looked at him like, like, the hell? Y'all, why this man go turn into the store parking lot, and then he turns back out and he get behind me and he cuts lights on? Y'all, this man done cut his lights on just when I thought, like, matter of fact, and then like right before he had pulled out the store, y'all, the light has turned green. Y'all, why me like as soon as the lights turn green, I'm thinking that I'm gonna come, like, oh, I'm finna get ready, you know, zoom zoom from this man. Like, y'all, why you pull me over? He got his lights on, so I'm like, damn. Mind y'all, like, I forgot to mention that I was on the phone with Rocky. So I'm like, I instantly dropped the phone. I'm like, oh my God, Rocky, I'm getting put up by the police. I'm getting put up by the police. So he on the phone like, oh my God, baby girl, like, you okay? I dropped the phone. Like, I'm like, stop talking to me. Like, he comes to the thing. He comes to the window. And on top of that, y'all know they made the little law that you ain't supposed to have your phone in your hand. So I just like instantly had dropped the phone. I'm like, oh hell no, like you probably gonna give me for having my phone in my hand. I don't got my seatbelt on, but I'm like, other than that, everything good because I got my license and it's insurance stuff on the car, right? So I think I ended up reached down and I hung up the phone on Rocky. So he comes to the window and he like, license and registration please. So I fumbled through my bag and stuff and I gave him my license. So then I started fumbling in the little glove compartment and I'm like, I was like, this is not my card and it's the only thing that I have. Like, I have that look like it's like, can show you that this car is registered to who's supposed to register to. So I was like, all right, that's fine, I'll take it. So I give it to him, y'all. I am shaking, like, y'all, I don't like the police. Like, I do not want to deal with them. I cannot stand them. I just can't. So y'all, I'm instantly shaking, like I'm shaking. So then I heard him reach down and I called back Rocky. Well, no, y'all, I didn't call back Rocky. I picked the phone up because Rocky was blowing my phone up. Cause y'all, I was literally down the street from Rocky's house. So I'm just like, bro, I almost made it. So he on the phone like, where you at? Like, do you want me to come and get you? I'm like I don't know what's going on. I said I'm probably gonna get a ticket because I ain't have my seatbelt on and I don't know if he see me on my phone or not. So he was like, okay, like just keep me on the phone. So I keep him on the phone, telling him like, oh my God, I'm so scared, like I'm shaking, like he been back there for a long time. So Rocky like it should be good, like it should be good. So y'all, the police come back and y'all, he was fine. This man he was a Caucasian. He had blue eyes. He looked like, is it Paul Walker? He looked like him, y'all. He looked so good. So he got me to the car, he gave me my license. He was like, who did you say this car belongs to? And I was like, oh, it belongs to a friend, because I didn't want to say that it belonged, because like, honestly, y'all, my BD used to be on some BS. Like, he used to be on BS. Ain't no telling what this man could have did, what he was doing. Like, I don't know. I was taking a chance. Like, y'all, I was young, so I was just taking a chance. So I'm like, it's registered to my friend. But I told him it was my friend. I didn't tell him it was my BD. I said my friend. So he was like, okay, well, this car is registered to like a Linda Davis or something like that. So I'm like, Linda Davis? He was like, yeah. And he was like, this car ain't been registered in, yeah, my guy is 2020. This man told me this car ain't been registered since 2017 or something like that. Like, he said 2018, 2019. He said one of those. So I'm like, what do you know? He really said like, it was like a hell of months ago, like before this boy even got this car. So I'm like, what do you mean this car ain't been registered that long? He was like, yeah, this car ain't been registered and so and so and so and so. So I'm like, oh, I didn't know that, because like I said, it's not my car. So then after that, y'all, he was like, oh, this car don't got insurance on it too, right? And I was like, no, like I didn't know. He was like, yeah. So he said, not only did you not have a seatbelt on, but your car is not registered. Your car is not registered. He was like, the car don't even have insurance on it. So he was like, you know, you're supposed to get like 6 tickets, right? And I'm like, no. Yeah, at this point, I'm like, y'all, our breathing has started getting weird, because it's just like, one, boy, I ain't never had no ticket. Like, I never had a ticket. And to this day, y'all, I still ain't never had no ticket. I'm not gonna wait though. But to this day, y'all, I never had no ticket. Like, even I got pulled over not too long ago. Little short story. I got pulled over not too long ago, y'all, and my tail light was out. And if anybody, if you stay in Atlanta, Georgia, you know, in Conyers and all that, y'all, I was in Conyers and I got pulled over trying to go get my kids some donuts. And the police didn't let me off because I genuinely didn't know that my tail light was out. I was so confused, and he knew I was. Like, y'all, my face, I was tell it all. So he was like, I'm gonna let you off. So y'all, he let me off. Okay, so anyway, y'all, back to the story. He was like, you supposed to get like 6 tickets. He said, and this car supposed to be getting towed and you supposed to be going to jail. So I'm like, y'all, I'm like, but I didn't know. I'm like, I didn't know. So he was like, yeah. He was like, and who car? He was like, you said it's whose car? He was like, I can't even find a name in the system for this car. So I'm like, oh. He was like, you might want to call your friend and tell them like this car gonna have to stay right here. He was like, I could tell that you genuinely didn't know that this car had all that going on. He said, so I'm gonna let you off this time. He said, he turned his body cam off and he was like, I'm gonna let you off this time. He was like, I'm gonna give you the chance. He said, because I'm not gonna do it. He said, because if somebody else stop you, you're going to jail and they're gonna tow this car. He was like, I'm gonna give you the chance to get out of this car and let somebody else come and pick this car up, or let the person who owned this car or stated on this car get it towed. So I'm like, really? I'm like, really? He was like, yeah. He was like, I'm gonna let you drive this car right here and park it by this church, y'all, because it was like a church I had to park by. It was a church that I got stopped in front of. So he was like, I'm gonna give you the chance to park this car right here and walk away, or get somebody to come and pick you up. He was like, but you need to leave this car right here, he said, because if you don't leave this car right here, he was like, I'm telling you, he said, I'm not even gonna wait for you to see if you're gonna get in the car. He was like, I'm just gonna let you go. So I'm like, okay. He was like, you need to call somebody or you need to get to walking. I'm like, crazy hell you think I walk. And y'all, in my head, I'm like, dang, like, I ain't really trying to leave this boy car right here. Cause like, you know, I should have left the car right there because he put me in a lot of danger. Like, I could have been in trouble. Messing with this boy, like, if I got the wrong cop, y'all, I would have been getting took to jail. Like, what the hell? So I was like, okay, like, yes sir. Like, I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. He was like, yeah, next time, like, you need to ask questions. Cause he was like, the only reason that I'm not giving you them tickets and I'm not taking you to jail and I'm not towing this car is because this car got nothing to do with you. He was like, but if this car was tied to you any type of way, he said, I would have took you to jail. So I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. So y'all, the police, he stayed behind me for a little minute. I picked up the phone and I'm like, Rocky, like, you hear that? Like, he said, go let me go. So y'all, my man, y'all, Rocky came speeding to get me. Like, I'm telling y'all, I was probably like a good 10 minutes from Rocky's house. So I was telling him like what the police said. I was like, yeah, he said like, I need to park this car and I need to leave it. But in my head, I'm like, I'm not leaving this car. Yeah, I'm so hard-headed, like, what the hell? So I was like, I'm not gonna leave this car. I at least wanna go park it somewhere safe. And then after that, tell this boy like, boy, what the hell you got me into? So y'all, the police ended up driving off and I was on the phone with Rocky. And I started kind of calming down because I'm like, damn, like, this could have ended so much worse. I didn't bother calling BD because, like, boy, you really sat up here and knew that you didn't have insurance. You knew you didn't have that car registered. Like, you knew. So, and y'all, he didn't check the car either. I feel like if he would have checked that car, y'all, I would have been going to jail for real if he would have checked that car. Because, and I tell you what my BD and his friends used to be doing in that car. So, after a while, we sitting there, y'all, BD pull up. And he like, what's going on? He was like, all right, get in the car. I said, I'm not gonna lie, I can't leave this car right here. He was like, what? I said, I cannot leave this car right here. Like, this is not my car. I don't want to be responsible if something happens to this car. So, y'all, he like, all right, like, you need to pull out then, and I'm gonna drive behind you. So, I'm like, okay, bet. Oh, it's fine now. It's looking all good. He didn't have no shirt on, y'all. He came speeding to get you, girl. So, I had hopped back in the car, and then he followed behind me. And it wasn't that long. We had got to his house in no time. And then I had ended up parking the car in front of his house. And he was just like, what was you thinking? I've been told you to stop driving this damn car. I've been told you that you needed me to do anything, you need to drive anywhere, I would do that for you. So I'm like, and y'all, he was not lying. Because I used to work at Lowe's around this time, y'all. And I had to be to work at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. And he would come, y'all, he would come and get me every day. He would stay up. Half the time he wouldn't even go to sleep. He would stay up and come get me at 6 a.m. every day, y'all. Every day. So I was like, damn, like, I didn't know. So he was like, I told you. Like, he was like, make it your last time you drive this man's car. So I'm like, okay. So y'all, I didn't tell BD that that had happened to me. I parked that man's car in front of my man's house. And then we had went to the house and I had to calm my nerves down, y'all. So I had ended up smoking. So y'all, this ain't even really where like that end with this car. Cause like y'all, my BD had seen me coming out my man neighborhood. He was in that neighborhood. Like, I was weird. But anyway, let's keep going. So, yeah, after all of that, I'm like, okay, I'm finna get ready to go home. Like, can you drive me home so I could get dressed real fast? He was like, yeah, because you don't need to be driving that car. He had already got dressed, y'all. So we had went back to my house, which I should just bought my clothes up there, but I needed to do my hair. So me and him had ended up going to my house. So I had, you know, put my clothes on. I'm looking good, smelling good, all that. So we had ended up going to SDK Steakhouse. And y'all, I tore that food up. Like, that food was good as hell. I got me some lobster mac and cheese. I had got salmon, vegetables, and the drinks just come in. My man had got him some type of pasta lobster. I don't know, he had got something like that, I forgot. Anyway, yeah, our bill had come out to $200, but we had a fun time. Everybody looked good, like everybody just looked real good. And we had ended up leaving there and going to his friend house. Like the girl who party it was, we ended up going to her best friend house, something like that, so we could chill. So like we did it twice. And y'all got story time about the other time that we went to her friend house. It was about one of Rocky little hoes, so I'm gonna tell y'all the story time. So after we had left, we ended up going to Rocky house and going to sleep. So I wake up, y'all. It's probably like 12 p.m. and I decided to go to the store. Y'all, why? I'm pulling out the neighborhood and I put the car in park. What y'all gotta learn how to do when I get in the car? I need to start locking my doors. Well, I do that now, but lock your doors, because y'all, tell me why I had started the red light. I'm looking at my phone. Why BD hop out a car? Was it in front of me? Why B hop out a car in front of me and get in the car with me? So y'all, I was looking at him like, y'all let him like I seen the ghost. He was like, what you doing coming out in the neighborhood? I'm like, what you mean? He was like, what you doing coming out in the neighborhood? I'm like, what's her name? What car? Snake? What's her name? Snake, y'all? I forgot. I think it was. I'm like, I just got done dropping Snake off at her granddad's house, because y'all around this time Snake had lost her car. He was like, oh, so you gonna go now? I was like, oh, I gotta go do something for my mama. So y'all, he hopped out the car. He was like, yeah, alright. So y'all, he hopped out the car and he get back in the car with his friends. Y'all know how it's been so freaking fast, because I didn't know what's gonna happen. I'm like, damn, like he done seen where my man live at. You know, because they had already got into it, y'all. I don't know if he had known where he lived in, but they had got into it before. But like, well, I don't know why you tripping. Anyways, that was the story time on the time your girl had got caught in a stolen car. And y'all, to this day, I can't even really tell y'all if that man stole that car or not, because he for sure, you know, was into stuff like that. So I was just like, damn, was that a stolen car? Because y'all, probably like 2-3 months later, y'all, that car was gone. Probably literally 2 months later, like it was gone, like non-existent. Like he claimed he sold it. I don't know, but it's just like, that's your car. Why you sell it that fast? You didn't have it that long. So I don't know, y'all. But anyways, y'all, that was the end of that little story time. If y'all got this far, y'all drop the little fire heart emojis, the heart with the fire. And y'all go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at Mimi Alexa, that's MIMIALEXAA. And y'all follow me on my business page at Mimi Alexa, that's MIMIALEXAGLAMBAR. Mimi Alexa Glam Bar. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.